KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade.
E.J. Calvo, head coach of the men's national basketball team, also president of the Guam Basketball Confederation. The organization is looking at hiring an executive officer.
Since 2015, we sat down with FIBA and really started working on our long-term planning. And that led to even more success for the men's team, who won the gold medal in the Pacific Games and opened up some pathways to play some bigger competition. And now that we're going through another cycle, there's a lot of work to be done to really capitalize on all the opportunities for not only the men, but our women's program, our youth programs, and also our coaching and refereeing development here on Guam. So really, although we have a lot of passionate board members, we made the decision to finally, budget and plan for a lead person that's going to work full time and report to the executive board of Guam Basketball and carry our plans forward. And so we have some dedicated funding, at least to get started. We feel like we have a good plan, a good recruiting network. And so once we get started, of course, sustaining the management team and sustaining our operation is going to be the key. And so our executive officer that we recruit will be responsible to help continue the work. And one of the big things is revenue generation and working with more clubs and organizations to create activities.
What are some of the qualifications needed for those interested in applying?
Number one, they got to be ready to get to work, get ready to work with various members of our community, from coaches to other administrators of clubs. One of the things we wanted to make sure that was clear is that we're not requiring that you're a basketball coach or a basketball expert. It's more about helping us to grow an organization, helping us to create a membership and grow our membership with our Guam National Program, and also manage our facilities and activities. That skill set does not require necessarily that you know the X's and O's of basketball or that you even play basketball. But of course, there's a lot of passion for the sport of basketball in Guam, and it'd be great if it's always nice that the person that we end up hiring also enjoys being around the game.
For those that do want to apply, how can they go about doing that?
We put out announcements on social media on our platforms. We also publicize our email address, basketballguam@gmail.com, and are just looking forward to seeing more resumes emailed to us, questions, concerns. Just reach out, make connection, and ask more questions. And what we'll do is we have a selection committee that will be looking at all the resumes and prospects. And over the next few weeks, they'll be creating a short list of candidates that will move to the next phase of interviews. And our goal is to move quickly on this within the next, I'd say, anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. We hope to get through this process and have the right candidate to help us lead Guam basketball forward.
President of the Guam National Tennis Federation, Torgan Smith, here to talk about the Davis Cup team heading out to Bahrain. This is the first time Guam is going to be competing in Bahrain.
First time to go to Bahrain. The Davis Cup venue changes every year, and the Middle Eastern countries are in our group, which is Group 4. So we've been to Oman and Jordan, and we played Bahrain. In the last time we played was 2019. We played Bahrain, so we're familiar with the competition, and we're gonna have total of 13 teams. It was 14 yesterday. Singapore withdrew, so now it's 13.
Camden Camacho, Mason Caldwell, Derek Oklahoma, and Armand Sachdev representing the island. A lot of young talent on this year's team.
3 of those guys have played in previous Davis Cup. Armand will be his first time to experience the Davis Cup, but Camden and Mason are playing college tennis currently in the States, so they'll be, have the match play experience. And Derek has played college tennis, and he played for us in Jordan in 2019. So he's got some Davis Cup experience. So young team, but they all have some good international experience. They played in the Pacific Games, the 3. So looking forward to them, stepping up, and hopefully we'll have a good chance for promotion to Group 3.
How much of an advantage will the host country have when it comes to the surface playing on the court?
Disadvantage we'll have is the long transit time to get there. But the surface is similar to what we normally play on, and the guys have been traveling for their colleges, and so they're used to getting to a venue and getting used to it pretty quickly. It's a hard court surface. We'll get there on Friday night, and we won't start our match play until Monday. So we'll have an opportunity to get a few practices in on the court. We're actually gonna the 3 of us coming from Guam are gonna have a 7-hour layover in San Francisco, and we're gonna go play. Have a practice break up the trip a little bit with a practice in the layover.
In programming news, tune into the stations of KUAM. You know how we do it. Catch all your NFL action right here. Monday, October 11th on KUAM TV 11, 3 in the morning, NFL on CBS, New Orleans Saints at the Washington football team. Then at 10:20 in the morning on NBC, KUAM TV 8, Sunday Night Football, Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade.